Open to Sports Arena East, home of your Sauk Rice Storm. Tonight's playoff matchup in Section 5A features your Storm. Features your Storm taking on the Becker Eagles in Section 5A playoff hockey action. Sauk Rice High School and the Central Lakes Conference appreciate your positive support of school activities. Please encourage players and coaches with positive comments and acts and respect the decisions of our game officials. When we do what you say during tonight's contest reflects on your team, your school, and your community. Please support your team positively and most of all enjoy tonight's playoff hockey game. And thank you for respecting officials, participants, and coaches. And now for your starting lineups of tonight's Section 5A playoff game. First, for the visiting team from Becker, in goal, junior 32, Becker. That defense, sophomore, number 19, Blaine Barner. That defense, sophomore, number 80, Gunnar Henson. At forward, junior number 11, Samuel Lucid. At forward, senior number 21, Cooper Wright. And forward, senior number 29, Ben Selner. Head coach of the Eagles is Zach Arzini. And now, for the Storm, in goal, junior number 33, Xander Becker. At defensive senior number 20, Nolan Patel. At defensive senior number 23, Keegan Patterson. At forward, junior number 7, Tegan Dodge. At forward, senior number 17, Ethan Ecknauer. And at forward, senior number 1, Luke Becker. And head coach for the Storm is Brady Gunn. Now fans, please remove your hats, turn your attention to the American flag as we honor America. Playing with the national anthem, recorded by Sauk Rice High School alum and national recording artist Aaron Clark.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last
All right, and good evening, hockey fans. Tonight, you're here to watch the number 8 seeded Sauk Rapids Rice Storm take on the number 9th seeded Becker Big Lake Eagles. It's section playoff hockey, again, a playoff matchup here, and the winner will advance into next week's quarterfinal round. You just heard the starting lineups for both teams. We'll get started with our first puck drop in just a second. And we're just about to get underway. This is going to be Selner taking the face-off for the Becker Big Lake Eagles. And we are underway. Luke Pacolo wins it for the Storm, and they dump it in on the first possession of the game. Becker Big Lake played the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm first week of the season and came out with a victory. The Storm, as of course the higher seed and home team, hoping to make that to not repeat that today. Becker Big Lake takes the first possession, clears it out, and it's on net though, so they won't be able to get a clean change here. The Storm on their way. They bring it in, a shot on goal misses, wide left. Storm still trying to get their first shot on net tonight. And Becker is going to get their first chance of the evening. He skips it past a player, deep into the zone, rims it around the board, and the Storm back have possession. Looked like Tegan dodged there, mishandled a little bit, able to get the puck back and just push it wide. Still no shots for the Storm here. A couple chances, but nothing on net. Becker is getting a chance there, and they bring it back in, but lose it at the blue line. Back over to the Storm. Both teams kind of going back and forth at mid-ice. And here we go, a chance for the Storm. Pass blocked in front of the net. And the Becker Big Lake Eagles will get a chance. Storm with a really good forecheck here, keeping it in the zone. I'm sure some tired skaters on the ice for Becker Big Lake. A shot from D, misses. But they're keeping the pressure on here. Still, Storm doing a great job of keeping it in. Coach Degane must have wanted to have a pretty strong attack earlier tonight. And the Storm will get their first shot on goal as Becker Big Lake dumps it across the way. And they'll finally get a change, and now the Storm will do the same. And chip it in, stays in. And fresh skaters for both teams. Takes a shot here. That was Jackson Dean. Hit a couple Becker Big Lake players on the way. Couldn't make it all the way. Passes over. Good chance. But just mishandled the puck. And kind of sloppy, it looks like, so far from both teams. Not being able to get a really great possession so far. I'm sure that'll change here soon. Becker gets another clear, Becker Big Lake Eagles, and they'll be able to change, and this one is icing. So again, lots of passes. Couple shots on goal. I think one or two, if I'm counting right. Of course, not the official score here, but one or two maybe for the Storm, and I think Becker Big Lake got one on net there as well. Here we go. Face-off won by the Storm. They're going to take this opportunity. They go up to D. They go, have it at the point. Blocked. I'm going to chip it back in. And over. And here's a chance for the Eagles. This is Tobacco, and he misses as he passed it over. That was Braden Granning on the shot there for the Becker Big Lake Eagles. Slightly mishandled play there by Xander Parker, but he ends up being lucky. There wasn't anybody there. And the Storm get a chance if they can get out of their own zone. Becker Big Lake keeping the pressure on, trying to do what the Storm were just doing on the last big possession there. Just over 13 to go here in the first. This is the first round of the section playoffs between the 8th-seeded Sauk Rapids Rice Storm and the 9th-seeded Becker Big Lake Eagles. Storm dump it in. They'll get some fresh skaters on the ice as well. Becker gets it out, trying to take an opportunity. They do, just kind of mishandling it again there. And they're really trying to get it to, trying to get a big opportunity. They really haven't had much yet at this point. Maybe one scoring opportunity. Here's a scoring opportunity for the Storm, and just misses the stick of Vinnie Murren, who was in position. Lots of passes going back and forth. Storm tried to just ring it around the boards. It hits the net in the process. Going back around. Storm, and just a misplayed defensive play. A really good opportunity for the Becker Big Lake Eagles. That was number 21 Cooper Wright with the shot on goal for the Eagles. Storm are lucky. Big check behind. Probably saw that one. And a good opportunity to clear it in. Storm will get a few fresh skaters, trying to keep it in and make another chance of their own. Storm keep it in the zone for now. He did. He's still onside. Shot on goal, just wide. Maybe poked aside there by the goalie. Of course, starting in net for the Eagles tonight is Declan Weber. And we might get a penalty here. Guess nothing. Looked like there was a little bit of a grab on the boards, but nothing, and that is nothing either. And that one stays onside, and it looks like there will be a penalty. So the Storm get their first chance of this evening, a power play. And it looked like a trip right at the blue. Try to catch the number here as it... And the Storm on their power play. They have their scorers on the ice. They go point to point. Back to the other point. So Cooper Wright called for the trip. A shot on net, almost tipped in and tipped out of play. But the Storm doing a nice job on their first possession. 21 seconds in, had a nice scoring opportunity. We'll see what they can do again. This will be Pakala taking the face-off for the Storm, and Tobacco taking it for the Eagles. Pakala wins it. Back to the point. There's a nice rotation, almost tipped in. Pakala was in the right spot, but couldn't get the right rotation on the puck to go in. And Becker will get a chance to get some skaters off if they want, as the Storm will have to re-enter. They do. Offsides. Pakala beat it by just a little bit and couldn't readjust on that end. 1:17 left in the power play here for the Storm. We're all knotted up at 0 with just over 10 left in the first period. The Storm with the man advantage. They bring it into the zone. They go to Pakala, and it's tipped out of the zone again. And we'll get a new puck in play. And another offensive zone face-off for the Storm. Storm face-off is won by the Becker Bulldogs, or Becker Eagles. Sorry, getting used to that. Pakala takes it for the Storm. Goes to the point. Point to point. Storm doing a good job to keep it in. And they're diving to keep it in. Nice work there by the two defensemen, Keegan Patterson and Nolan Tell. Did a great job keeping that one in. And the Storm get a good opportunity to score, and they do! And this one. And the Storm take a 1-0 lead. And this one is Tegan Dodge. Tegan Dodge. I guess I missed the assist. We'll see what they say. But a nice job just getting it down to the net, and Tegan Dodge ended up having a stick in the right spot. But a good job for the Storm scoring on their first power play opportunity. And they take a 1-0 lead. So 9.5 left to go here in the first period. The Storm score their first goal and take a 1-0 lead. But Becker's just coming back. They had a little on-man rush. And another opportunity for the Storm going back.
Number 7, Tegan
The Storm bring it in. Luke Pakla and Vinny Mern on the assist. But again, that's Tegan Dodge doing a good job getting the Storm on the board here. And they get to play with the lead. It looks like a high stick. So we'll have a face-off out of the just outside of the zone. Sorry, my correction. Offensive zone face-off for the Storm. Off of the high stick played by the Eagles. So the Storm's first line will get a rest here. But they'll still try to keep that pressure on, and they lose this one. The Eagles trying to apply some pressure. Storm dump it back in. And they'll play some dump and chase, see what they can do here. The Eagles pass it. They're going to have an opportunity. Just trying to skate around 3 Storm defenders. A good, easy save there by Xander Parker. This one finds its way back right into the crease. But Xander Parker getting a nice applause from the Storm faithful. Staying in position to get the save there and preserving that 1-0 lead. And the face-off, and it looks like it's won by the Storm. Pakla doing a nice job at the face-off circle tonight. This one, it looks like, is just put out of play over into the Storm bench. And we'll have another defensive zone face-off for the Storm. This time, it's Eitenauer who takes the face-off. But it goes over to Becker. Try to roll around, get an offensive opportunity, but they don't. Storm get the puck. They're going to chase in. They're going to bring it in. Just carrying it into the zone and instead of dumping it. And Becker's going to take over. Maybe a 3-on-2. Nice little stick work there by the Eagles. And a nice save by Parker. Just off the body. And the Eagles will try to keep it in. They can't. The Storm will try to counterattack here. They're fighting for the puck at mid-ice. Storm keep it, dump it in, right on goal. And they will cover. So after a little bit of a slow start, action started to pick up the last couple minutes here. All highlighted by the Dodge goal for the Storm. Storm win the face-off, but lose it right away to Becker, as now it gets dumped down the boards. Storm are going to have to race for it. They end up getting possession, dumping in here. Playing over by the bench. They try to flip it to a forward, and they get it. Kind of a sloppy transition here. Trying to make something out of nothing, and they do. And a good opportunity. Good defense there by the Storm to keep it keep it out of the net. Again, really good job by Xander Parker. I think you got to put a, good job by the defense to clear out. But it got a really good opportunity there for the Eagles. I'm sure the Storm are lucky to that one got out of the net, or was kept out of the net. So 6:43 to go in the first period. Sauk Rapids Rice Storm in the white and gold, and the Becker Big Lake Eagles in the blue and gray. The Eagles won the faceoff, and they shoot it wide, but they keep it in the zone, and the Storm take over. Storm get it out from their bench area. Must have been a big collision, and we have a delayed penalty on the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm, and the Becker Big Lake Eagles are going to have their first power play opportunity of the night. Again, that's right under me, so it's hard to tell what the call is going to be here. I think they might be talking if this is a 5-minute. So it looks like the refs are discussing. And they're going to get out with a 2-minute penalty. Ref explaining the call to the senior captain of the Eagles. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a 2-minute minor on the Storm here. They get things sorted out, and the Eagles are now in the power play.
Minor penalty assessed. The Storm is number 13, Ryan Poplinski, 2 minutes for roughing.
So Poplinski gets called for roughing, just a minor. And the Eagles definitely were asking. You could hear it from the bench. You could probably hear it on the live stream feed. We're asking why it wasn't a major, but it stays as a minor, and the Storm do a good job getting it out of the zone here. 1.5 left to play in the power play opportunity. Storm control the puck. They kick it back to the defenseman and then dump it in, and so the Storm can then change. Becker Big Lake trying to set up an attack. They go 3 strong into the zone with a couple trailing. From behind the net, trying to find something to set up. They've done a good job getting the puck down low. And they try to there, but it gets kind of hit away by a Storm skate. And then it rambles all the way down the boards. So the Storm will get another change. 50 seconds left to play here in this power play. We're just at about 5 minutes left here in the first period. A shot from the middle of the ice. But a nice save there by Parker. Staying in position. He's had a good first period. That one goes wide. A good opportunity there by Becker Big Lake to try to tie this one up. For the Storm playing good defense. This is going to be probably their last attack of it. 18 seconds. We have a big collision on the ice, but they're going to go back the other way. Scoring opportunity for the Storm. He puts it on. And a nice save. Nice. Tegan Dodge trying to get his second. Does a good job. Kind of faked the pass. Tried to put it in the bottom right corner, but Weber was right there for the Eagles. They'll have 10 seconds left on this power play. To the Storm ready to get back at full strength. 4:26 to go here in the first. Face-off. Won by the Eagles. But then going to be put right back in by the Storm, and the Storm do a great job on the penalty kill.
Sauk Rapids.
And Sauk Rapids is back at full strength. The Eagles dump it in. Try to get the puck down low, and that's what they've been trying to do all night. Just set up good opportunities, try to see where the puck bounces. The Storm have done a good job staying in front of it. This one's dumped in. Storm will chase. Big hit behind the net. Rims around the board. dumped back in deep and flipped up and away by the Eagles, but it will stay in play, but it will be an icing. So the Storm will keep an offensive zone face-off here. 3:35 left in the first period. Again, the Storm trying to avenge a loss in the first week of the season to the Becker Big Lake Eagles, just down Highway 10. Only played once this year. But I would argue this one's probably more important than that one. Storm fight for it. It's kind of one gets out of the zone. Eagles were on attack and kind of just had a mishandled pass. So the Storm do a good job dumping it back in. They're going to try to keep it, and they do. A good scoring opportunity here. Passes just across the crease, but no Storm sticks were there to tap that one in. Under 3 minutes now to go here in the first period. The Storm trying to keep it in. And this is a big opportunity. 3-on-1 for the Eagles. A couple Storm try to get in, and a nice save on the blockers by the Storm goaltender. Storm try to get in a shot the other way. Maybe an opportunity. Nothing on net. And a goal! And wow, Luke Pakala takes the mishandled pass, does a great job, and goes 5-hole past Declan Weber. And the Storm take a 2-0 lead with 2:23 to go. So Pakala now gets one of his own to match with Tegan Dodge's first goal. And just like that, the Storm have a 2-0 lead.
Scoring for the Storm, number 1, Luke Becker. Assistant goal number 12, Jackson 9, and number 13, Carter Poplinski.
So probably a good start here.
Goal by Becker from 9, and Poplinski. Time to goal, 14:37 of the first period.
I'm sure Coach Tigani is happy. You get two of your better players, some good shots on net. They can get some goals early in the game and have to feel pretty good about that. Another shot on a goal there for Pakala. This time it's blocked. They dump it back in. Minute 46. Eagles trying to maybe get one back here late. We have a big collision, maybe some grabbing, nothing called. We're still going to play, going back and forth. And it looks like we have a hook. This one's going to be on Pakala. So Pakala, about a minute after scoring his goal, is going to go in for a hook. And he'll be in there for what looks like the rest of the period. So minute 35 left in the first. The Eagles will get their second power play opportunity of the evening. 0 for 1 so far. Storm did a really good job on that first penalty kill. I'm sure they'd love to get one back. Storm win it. Dump it down on net. Do a great job of that. Going to try to get out, kill most of this penalty, and walk out of this period with a 2-0 lead. That's what they're trying to do. The Eagles bringing a lot more speed right now, trying to get back in position. And the Storm poke one loose, and now they get an odd-man rush of their own. 2-on-1. Maybe tripped as he went into, and we might have a penalty shot. Let's see what the ref says. And it's a hook. So the Storm looked like must not have been a clear lane, so it will just be a regular 2-minute minor for the Eagles. And the Storm and the Eagles will be at 4-on-4 hockey for the remainder of this period. And next minute and 22-second of play. So the Storm doing a good job creating some offense. Make the Eagles play a little bit out of system. And they had to. I think they had to make that trip. And they had to make that hook because that was a really good scoring opportunity, 2-on-1 opportunity for the Storm. So 40 seconds to go here. We're under a minute. And the Eagles get a 4-on-4 rush of their own. Big collision at the ice. Storm try to go back on their own. 2-on-2. Scoring opportunity blocked in front, and that one goes in. Storm. Jackson Dine scores his first goal of the evening and the third goal for the Storm. And they take a 3-0 lead. The Storm faithful on their feet. Getting a little loud. And a good way to end this period. A 3-0 lead for the Sauk Rapids Ray Storm over the visiting Eagles. We're still in 4-on-4.
Scoring for the Storm, number 12, Jackson Dine.
Jackson Dine with the goal. The clock will tip down here. Dodge and Vinnie Mern with another assist. Storm trying to get one more here at the buzzer, and they won't. But a good finish there for the Storm. After the first couple minutes, first 6.5 minutes, we couldn't see much. The Storm score 3 and take a 3-0 lead into the break. Of course, we'll resurface. We'll be back for the second period of play. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Sauk Rapids Rice Storm Hockey. All right, and we are back here for the second period. Remember, we ended that first period with 4-on-4 hockey. Storm were able to squeak one in. Jackson Dine scored with under a minute left to make it 3-0. Goals by Dodge and Pakala. And then, of course, Dines to end the period is where we sit in a 3-0 start for the Storm. And the visiting Becker Big Lake Eagles, I'm sure, want to reverse a little bit of that as they put one on goal here. And a nice save to start the period by Xander Parker. He's played really well. Xander Parker's been in position the whole night. There's been some tough spots that he's been put into, but he's been able to stand strong. And what a day to do that here. For the junior goalie. The Storm get into full strength, and we'll get about 35 seconds of a power play here. We'll see what they can do. Storm moving from right to left across your TV screen. Storm bring it in, go around the net. Cycle the puck up to the point. Dumping back in, down by the face-off circle. Down in the corner, behind the net now. Back over, try to put it on net. Off a Storm stick, but goes just wide. Storm here with 4 seconds left here on the power play, going to maybe try to get one more shot. And they do, taking a shot. They go D to D, push it back down. The Eagles now back in position. We're playing 5-on-5 hockey. Storm doing a good job again, keeping it in the zone. They did a really good job of that in the first period. And probably attribute that to some of those late goals. Lots of kind of the war of attrition. Putting lots of pressure on the Becker Big Lake Eagles here in the first period. Becker Big Lake tries to clear it. They fan on it, and the Storm get a good chance. And this one's right on net, though. And a nice, easy save there for Weber. .23 to play here in the second. Your Storm lead this one 3-0. Face-off won by the Storm. Tipped just wide of the net. The Storm trying to keep it in. They get to the net first. And a shot, that shot goes wide. Shot from the point goes a little bit wide. And Becker Big Lake finally gets it out of the zone. First time in a while they've done that. Dumps it in. The Storm get possession back, and they'll clear the zone as it gets out of play, but the Storm will have to backtrack on it. A little danger here. The Storm get it out, cleared, trying to set up an offensive chance, but goes off a stick. Looks like they tried to get it to Nick Anderson. Nick Anderson now, he has it behind the net, tries to poke it up. Nobody there, and an opportunity for the Eagles. They put this one on net. They're going to get a couple new skaters on the ice as they go in for a change. The Storm trying to create an offensive opportunity. They do. They go cross ice. This one's tipped up in the middle. And another turnover. And it looks like this was played with a high stick. And you can hear the Eagles bench here. They are not happy about that. That one being played with a high stick. I think mad at the call. So yeah, you can while the Eagles will dispute that call, this one will be an offensive zone face-off for the Storm. See if they can take advantage of the miscue. That shot goes just wide. And a good job by Dodge taking it right off the face-off. Take advantage of these opportunities. Nice job just to put it in. Dodge just misses. Storm battling for the puck. Behind the net, lots of contact going both ways here. And the Storm miss it. Or just lose it. And a good opportunity for the Eagles. go in, and a nice save by Xander Parker. Xander Parker stands strong. The save, big hit the other way. Big hits both ways here to start this period. Easy to see, again, the winner go home for both of these teams. Both trying to get into the quarterfinal round next week. Lots of contact on both ways. Some stuff going on in front of the Becker Big Lake bench. Kind of going both ways. Starting to get a little chippy here early in this period. 12 minutes, 35 seconds left to play here in the second period. The Storm lead 3-0. The Eagles take it. The Storm get a whole bunch of new skaters on the long change. Push it just wide of the net. Parker staying good possession there. And the Storm will regain possession. They're going to go back down. Here's an opportunity. Doing a nice job skating in there. Jet Wheeler. Puts it on net, but just wide. Poked down there by Will Gunderson. And that's Jet. I think that was Jet Wheeler on the shot. And it was. Doing a nice job keeping it in the zone. This line hasn't been out there a ton tonight, but they're doing a good job of creating some opportunities. Put it back on net. It's held by Weber, and a good job there by the Storm to put some pressure on here early. 11:37 left here in the second period. This is playoff hockey. But of course, if you're not already liking and subscribing to catch all our videos, make sure you tap that button. More Storm sports coming later this week. This will be probably the last home hockey game, so our last hockey broadcast of the season, but we'll have some basketball coming for you next week, and of course some spring sports and activities as well. That one goes a nice blocker save, another blocker save. So two nice saves there by Weber, just staying in his butterfly position, staying down. I guess two easy saves off the pads, and keeps the Storm out of the net. But of course, the Becker Big Lake Eagles having to clear that one to get some fresh skates on the ice. Not the NHL rules, of course. They do get to change. Let's see what the Storm can do. Another offensive zone faceoff. This one won by the Eagles, but not cleared out just yet. A little scrum, I think, over by the Storm bench. This one's won by the Eagles. They're going to dump it out to a teammate, and now they get to go try to skate it in, but they lose it at mid-ice. So they're going to have to, they skate, they do get back into position. Here's an offensive zone, but here's a shot from the point, blocked, and the Storm doing a good job. Again, keeping good opportunities out of the way of Xander Parker, and I think that's why they're staying in this one. Storm scrambling for the puck at the blue line. I think it's trying to see where it is. It stayed in the zone, but the Storm win the scrum. And Becker Big Lake puts it right back in. They're going to try to get a scoring opportunity. 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Almost halfway through this contest. Storm lead 3-0. Storm doing a great job there. Really good defensive work there by Keegan Patterson to keep chasing that puck out of the zone, making sure that Becker Big Lake couldn't keep it in. And now they're going to get an opportunity. The Storm have a free skater up the net. Let's see what they can do here. Really kind of sloppy back and forth again, just with the new ice. Some players are, I think, struggling to keep their edge. We're going back down. Another big hit right in front. Here's an opportunity for the Storm. Here's Pakala. Puts it on net. And a really good opportunity. Nice save by Weber to stay in position. The Storm maybe had a skater in the right spot. They would have been able to tip that one in for an easy 4th goal. But a nice job. Give props to the Eagles for keeping that one out of the net. Pakala will take the face-off for the Storm. They put it on net and they score! Right off the face-off. Making something happen. And this one is Tegan Dodge. His 2nd of the night. The 4th for the Storm. And the Storm bolt off to a 4-0 lead here. 9:12 left to play in the second. Storm feeling pretty good at home here. And the Becker Big Lake Eagles bench has been quieted, and they are making a change in the net. So Declan Weber, the junior, is out, and in is Andrew Holm, another junior. So they swap goaltenders here. 9 minutes to go. So a tough start. And the Storm going to try to jump on it. They do a nice job trying to keep the pressure on here after scoring. So kind of a lot like last period. You know, first 7 or 8 minutes, not a ton going on. Storm trying to turn on the burners now. They've scored three goals in the last about 10 minutes of the last period. Storm trying to do the same this time. Storm push this one down. They're going to get an opportunity. Cross ice pass. Mishandled. And Storm will have to set up some offense instead. See what they can do behind the net. Trying to find a teammate. Goes up to D. Shot. Blocked in front. And the Eagles will return with the puck. Big collision in front of the penalty box. Clean hit. Good transition there for the Eagles, and that shot goes just wide. Can 4-0 here. Storm lead. Shot blocked in front. Storm doing a really good job staying in position tonight. Not allowing, again, I don't have the shot on net total, but I'm sure it has to be pretty heavily favored in the Storm's direction. The Storm gonna just a missed pass, kind of an unforced error. Puts it off, goes, and saved by, looks like a pad save. Got just in time, but a good job by the Storm. Another shot on goal. And we are back in play. Storm try to keep it in. They can't. So they'll have to dump it in. Everybody retouches up. And attack back in. Storm still applying really good pressure on the forecheck. They do a good job here. Get the puck off a turnover and a save. Save by Andrew Holm. And the new goaltender here for the Eagles. 7:07 left to play in the second. Storm lead this one 4-0. It was a quick turnaround to the playoffs. Not sure about the Eagles. Storm played on Thursday after hosting their final regular season game on Tuesday. And quick turnaround, especially on a holiday weekend. Quick turnaround for the first playoff game on a Saturday. Storm regain possession. Try to dump it in. And see what they can do with the puck here. Try to put it in net. A good idea. But the Eagles were there to poke it away and chase it down the ice themselves. They'll be able to get a change in. And the Storm kind of slide into the net, or slide into the boards in the corner. Try to clear up a fan on it. Big hit right in front of the ref. Must have been a clean hit. and they dump it back down. This will be an icing. So the Storm will get some new some new skaters. So will the Eagles. Fresh skaters for both teams. 6:14 left to play here in the second period. We're just over halfway in this contest. The Storm lead 4-0, and is of course win or go home. Storm take it and goes just wide, and a good opportunity there for the Eagles to get on the board. This has been their best offensive zone of the day. Xander Parker does a great job. Lost the puck for just a second, but stays in front of it. That one goes just outside of his glove. Goes just high. And the Eagles are forced to retouch and bring it back into the zone. Dumps it just wide. Parker will cover, and a great job by the Storm goaltender. Again, he's having a good game. His offense is backing him up. It's 4-0. Both teams will get some new skaters. Selner takes the face-off for the Eagles. Won by the Storm, though, and they're going to go back the other way. Good opportunity, chased in. Behind the net, pokes it in front, and just missed. It looked like Nick Anderson was in a good position to score and just kind of whiffed on the puck right in front. The Storm will clip it back in. Keep it in the zone. Everybody's on sides. Here comes, again, the good opportunity. Hold that offensive zone. They do. They'll dump it back in deep behind the net. Right in front, a good opportunity poked away by the Eagles defenders. Still Storm possession here. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left to play. And that one goes in. A great shot. This is by Keegan Patterson. Keegan Patterson, the assistant senior captain. Defender, a good way for him. Again, he's a senior. Probably his last game on this sheet of ice, and does a great job to score. Kind of tipped in front. I think by some Eagle defenders, or maybe just right off the top pad of the goalie. We'll see if they give it to Patterson.
Scoring for the Storm, number 23, Keegan Patterson. Single assist on goal, number 26, Vince Mern.
So Vinny Mern with another assist. I think that's his third assist of the night, but it does go to Keegan Patterson. Got to feel really happy for him. Multi-sport athlete. Was the quarterback for the football team this year. Ended up getting hurt at the end of the year. The end of the football season, was hurt for the beginning of the hockey season, but came out finishing strong here, and he's put the Storm now into a 5-0 lead. Storm trying to add to it. They have the puck in the offensive zone, skating around, trying to find somebody with an open stick in front of the net. And they turn it over, and this one goes back over to the Eagles. They're going to dump it in. They're going to dump and chase after it, maybe try to get a quick change, and the icing for the Storm kind of makes that decision easy. Changes for both teams here. We'll have a offensive zone face-off for the Eagles here. 3:53 left in the second period. Haven't had any penalties. Been a pretty clean period after a couple late penalties in the first. Storm with a 5-0 lead. I don't know what we're waiting on. Ref having a discussion over with the the Becker Big Lake. There must have been a question by the coach. And here we go. Storm with another opportunity. Big collision at the blue line. Couple Eagle players run into each other as well. Storm trying again. Pokes in front. Another good opportunity, but Storm couldn't put the final puck into the net. And they'll have to retouch. Put this one on net as they do that. Good job by the Storm to keep the pressure on. And the Eagles will flip it down the net. This is icing. 3 minutes 15 left to go here in the second period. So 2 goals by Dodge. 1 by Pakala. 1 by Dine and 1 by Patterson. And that's where we're at. A 5-0 Storm lead. Storm try to keep it in. They don't. They'll have to all retouch. But they do a good job putting the puck back in the zone. Trying to keep it out of the hands of the Becker Big Lake Eagles. And again, I would say, even the first period was a little bit more even. As far as possession goes, this period has been a lot of possession time for the Storm, and they've been playing a cleaner period. Haven't had, again, too many penalties, no power play opportunity for the Eagles in this period, and they've had a really hard time controlling the puck. So the Storm, again, trying to avenge a loss from earlier this year, first week of the season. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period here. The Storm with a 5-0 lead. And here come the Eagles with maybe their best opportunity of the period. It's a 3-on-2 rush. Shot on goal, saved by Xander Parker, and it goes outside, and the Storm clear it. Parker did a good job to save the first one, and there was a second attempt shot. Storm had a really good job, clearing the zone, being in the right position, and none other than Keegan Patterson clearing that one out. Props to the Storm defenders here. They have their senior defensive line out on the ice right now, and saved a goal, kept a 5-0 lead intact. Still a shutout for Xander Parker, again playing pretty well in front. Minute and a half left here in the second period. Storm dump it in. Becker Big Lake trying to go on another rush. They've had a little bit of momentum here at the end of the period. The Storm, though, take it right back, and this one goes off. Goes like just off the shoulder on glove side. Off the shoulder pad and out of play, and it's a minute 19 left here. Storm trying to have some late heroics like they did in the last period, and maybe end the period with a little bit more energy. Face-off is won by the Storm, kept in the zone. They lose it. Becker does a good job to get it out of the zone, and we're at just about a minute left. Again, Becker Big Lake going to try to put on some pressure here. They dump it down. Can't keep possession though. Storm try to go cross ice, but they lose the puck and an opportunity for the Eagles. After the Eagles dump it, the Storm take the puck back, and here's another opportunity. They're on sides. Shot just wide. And Storm keeping the pressure on here late. 30 seconds left now. And the Storm, we'll see how content they are. They don't seem super content with the period here. Becker Big Lake going to try to end and maybe get a cheap one at the end. They won't. 10 seconds left. Storm. Huge opportunity. 2-on-1. And a great save. What a save to end the period there. That's a great save by Andrew Holm as the clock ticks down to 0. Should have been an easy touching goal. Holm does a good job to keep the lead at 5, but the Storm grow their lead to 5 in the second period. 17 minutes left in regulation. The Sauk Rapids Ray Storm lead this one 5-0 in playoff hockey. Again, the winner advances into next week. We will be right back after they resurface, and then we'll be back for third period. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Sauk Rapids Rice Storm Hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third period. Your Sauk Rapids Rice Storm lead the visiting Becker Big Lake Eagles here in the first round of the playoffs. 5A playoffs is the first round winners advance to the quarterfinals next week, and they lead 5-0. And here we go. You can hear the Becker Big Lake coaches trying to hype up their players here. This is it. Win or go home. Storm trying to gain trying to keep the pedal to the metal, or will the Becker Big Lake Eagles make this one a game here? Storm do a good job keeping the pressure on, and a nice shot that gets pushed aside by Ethan Eitenauer. And the Storm keep possession. This one off a Eagle skate, and they'll be able to clear it out and get an offensive opportunity of their own. Let's see what the Eagles drew up. This one's kicked out of the zone. The Eagles have to retouch, and they'll dump it back in and give it right back over to the Storm. So maybe you could hear some yelling from the Eagle bench. Maybe a miscommunication on the change on the lines. But it looks like they got it figured out. Back over. Eagles keep it in the Storm, in their own offensive zone. Storm get it back. And here's a good offensive opportunity. Shot. Save. A save by Holm. Again, he took over for Weber in the second period. But might be a little bit too late as the Storm lead 5-0. Face-off won by the Storm, Vinny Mern, but they fail to keep it in the zone. The Storm will have to retouch. They dump it in, trying to get enough and keep their opportunity. Go into the corner, and the kind of fans on as he tries to get it to a teammate. Back into the corner, right in front of the net. Shoot, save. I think he lost it, and the Storm were able to get a couple shots on goal, maybe 2 shots on goal there. Tried to get a third one, try to maybe wrap around the net, but they lost it. It goes out. Becker got a change in. Storm trying to keep the pressure on here. Still nothing going. Just under 15 to go here in regulation. Nice move, but poked away. Maybe blocked right in front, or maybe just didn't get all of it. Storm still trying to create opportunities early. They're trying to bring the pressure, and that must have been part of Coach Degagne's message. Here in that second intermission was, I'm sure, keep the pressure on. You're up. You definitely don't want to lose that lead, especially when you're up 5-0 as it is. Storm getting an opportunity. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi, but we're back. As far as the audio, had to fix some things on my end. Becker Big Lake does a good job keeping in front. And again, I'm sure they had to draw some stuff up here. Maybe just fire up their boys, trying to keep their season alive. Dump it back in. The Storm will take it behind the net. Some pressure by the Eagles to keep it in, but the Storm get it out of the zone. And this one looks like it was not touched, and there will be an icing. And we'll go back to a face-off. An offensive zone face-off for the Eagles, and that's, I think, all you can ask for at this point. 13 minutes to go in regulation. The Eagles need 5 more goals than the Storm to tie this one up. or their season is over. Storm win the faceoff. Goes behind the net. They rim it around and out of the zone. And this one will be called icing again. So we'll do this one again. 2 icings in a row. Both teams look like content with who they have on the ice. Let's try that one again. They'll go to the other faceoff. Just to the left of Storm goaltender Xander Parker. This one the Storm win again. They go behind the net. Try to dump it out. And they will. And they're going to try to have an opportunity. They do dump. They'll chase. The Storm win the race to the puck to keep their possession. Pakolas trying to stay on. And they can't keep it in the zone. And this one will be an icing back the other way. So the Storm will get an offensive zone faceoff. Couple icings back and forth. The Eagles will get a full change. Storm keep most of their skaters on the ice. And here's a last minute change. Tagane sees the change. It looks like he'll change out his forwards. Face-off's won by the Eagles. They try to get out, and they do. Storm do a good job stopping the Eagle attack. They're going to dump it back into the zone. And they're offside, so they are going to have to retouch. Didn't realize that. But now they get on sides as they regain possession. Big hit in front of the net, and as we lose a stick and they're down a skater, so they're trying to. He races back. Really good job there by the Storm. Looked like Colton Ike took a pretty big hit and lost the stick. Rushes to get off. And make sure they had, enough guys back. So the Storm still lead this one 5-0. 11:49 remaining. The Eagles trying to keep it competitive, trying to stay in it, try to extend their season. The Storm know they're just over 10 minutes away from advancing to the next round of the playoffs. Of course, and the Eagles with their best opportunity of the day, and they go 5-hole. A great goal there by the Eagles off really a Storm turnover. But the Eagles get their first of the evening. And that goal is going to be credited to Braden Granning. So Granning gets the Eagles on the board. First goal of the night for the Eagles, and it is now a 5-1 game. The Storm trying to maybe stop the bleeding, maybe get a quick answer, and they'll get an opportunity right now. 2-on-1, tipped outside. Big collision in front of the net, net's off the pegs.
17, Jason Bickle. Number 20, Eli Granning from Tobago.
So that one was Granning from Tobago, and trying to find, where's in here? So the Storm had a quick opportunity. Eitenauer had a really good, tried to feed it to the other side of the net. They have a quick discussion, and they're going to say that it was because of the Storm that puck went, or that the net came off. So the Storm will get a neutral zone face-off. They dump it back in, though. They're going to try to stay on. 11 minutes to go. Storm doing everything they can to keep it in. Goes back over. A turnover in near the middle of the ice. And the Storm throw the puck back in. Again, you're going to get everything that the Eagles have right now. They're fighting for their season. shot from the point blocked. So the Storm will have to try it again. They keep possession, do a great job keeping it in, but then they finally lose it. The Storm will have to retouch and goes back over. The Storm. A scrum for the puck over in the corner. The Eagles bench asking for a penalty. Nothing called. I think it was going a little both ways. Now we're under 10 minutes. Shot in front blocked by, that was Tegan Dodge, was trying to get his second of the night. I take that back. He already had two, working for his third. So again, a slower start for the Storm to the period, but they finished off the last two really strong. So we'll see what they can do here. Big hit behind the net, or in the corner. Now they're behind the net. This game's getting physical here late in the game. This is Storm try to save it in. He plays it. We'll say it wasn't a MSHSL play on, and another big hit. It's going back and forth. Big hits both ways from the Storm and from the Eagles. And now an opportunity for the Eagles. Their best one in a while. Save by Xander Parker. Off the pad. And that one's a save as well. Again, gave up one goal to some pretty good stick work by the Eagles. But he stayed in position for the rest of them. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go. And now the Storm will get a chance. And they're fast, going back. Good job by the Eagles to stay in front. Storm keep it in the zone, shoot it, and a save. So Andrew Holmes has been playing pretty well since he came in. It's 5-1, 8 minutes and 19 seconds left. Face off won by the Eagles. Again, they're trying to just stay alive here. Another big hit. Eagles push it down, but the Storm are there to keep it. Try to bring it back the other way. This pass is intercepted. Xander Parker, huge save. And a great job. Again, trying to take, there's some last minute energy here from the Eagles, trying to give everything they can. By the way, the winner will play on the 21st. So Tuesday, 7 o'clock, up at the number 1 seed Little Falls Flyers. Pine City playing Mora tonight as well. Mora Malacca Co-op. That one, Storm try to connect on a long pass and they miss, and this will be icing the other way. Storm trying to hold on here. 7 minutes, 39 seconds left. The Storm led 5-0 going into the period. The Eagles got their first goal of the contest, trying to keep this one close. Face-off won by the Eagles, and they just miss out an opportunity. Parker stays low in a good position and goes the other way. Here's a big opportunity. And tries to poke it in, and that's a goal! So Eitenauer did everything he could and got some help to finish that one. Some really good work. And that's a hat trick for Tegan Dodge. So Eitenauer sets that one up and leaves it all as an easy ship-in for Tegan Dodge. And this one goes back to a 6-1 game. 7 minutes and 23 seconds left in regulation. Storm feel pretty good about that goal.
Scoring for the Storm, number 7, Tegan Dodge. TV tonight now. That's Dodge. From right now for the Storm. Time to goal 9:47 in the third period.
So the Storm now with a, off that goal, pretty back to a 5-goal lead. Trying to add one more here maybe. And make this one just a little bit closer. Storm trying to do everything they can, and you can tell that last goal deflated the bench. We have a penalty right in front of the net. Storm are going to get a added attacker here late. See what they can do. That one's saved, and this will be a penalty. We have a cross check on the Eagles right in front of the net. Easy call. And the Storm now get a man advantage with 6:29 to play, and they'll have that, until under 5 minutes left in the period. So the Eagles road back just got a lot more difficult. They cut that lead down to 4 and then gave back a goal and now a penalty. And the Storm might be booking their bus trip up to Little Falls on Tuesday. Storm turn the puck over. The Storm get a chance. Cross ice. Just off the mark. Storm will reset. They go D to D. Back D to D. Trying to set it up. Good rotation by the Storm. And that one by Dodge just misses. And Storm do a good job keeping it in. Nice job by Keegan Patterson. You can hear the Storm trying to set up one more scoring opportunity here, make it a 6-goal lead. Storm put it in front, and that mishandled and just gets pushed aside. A nice defensive play there by the Eagles. Got to give props to him, number 16 for the Eagles. That's Braden Granig. He has the 1 goal tonight, playing a good third period. Really good defensive stop to turn it over, make the Storm go all the way back down. A minute left in this power play. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in regulation. And again, the Storm trying to make sure they avenge a loss from earlier in the year. They were, if I remember right, they were up big in that one, and the Eagles stormed back in the third period to win. But looks like the Storm keeping their foot on the gas tonight. We're under 5 now. Storm pass it down the ice. The Eagles flip it back down. Must have been touched. There's no call for icing. And here we go again. Storm keeping their foot on the pedal. They dump it into the offensive zone. Try to keep it in. They'll get a couple new skaters on a change. And now we're at full strength. So a good penalty kill by the Eagles. And a bad turnover in front results in a shot on goal. But there wasn't much else to support it. Just a good forecheck by the Eagles. Back, here come the Storm. They're going to dump it in. Now they're getting more skaters. The Eagles will decide to do the same thing here. Some fresh skaters on the ice for both teams. Here's an offensive shot by the Storm and an easy save. So Holmes done a good job in net, but that last goal that he gave up might be too much. 3 minutes, 59 seconds left to go. It's a 5-goal lead for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm. 6-1. Tegan Dodge's 3 goals have kept this one. Really won it for the Storm tonight. And here come the Eagles. Their opportunity. They fail to get it to... Fail to connect and keep possession. The Storm will get it deep in the zone. Trying to clear it. The puck dribbles out in front of the Storm net, but nobody there to do much with it. Storm will take it. We'll go back down. Eagles come in for a coming for a change, and at some point you got to think you got to pull the goalie. 3 minutes left to go. 6-1 is the score. And my guess would be the next possession here by the Eagles, they're going to pull. Flips it ahead. Storm force it back in, and we are under 3. 2 minutes and 40 seconds now to play. The Storm leads 6-1. They're just trying to finish here. Still haven't pulled the goalie yet. And it's because they haven't had good possession. The Eagles on their best possession. As he slides in, trying to do something with it. We're at just over 2 minutes left. The Storm from behind the net, they're going to push it forward. Flips it up, flips it deep. Becker changes, a huge collision behind the net. Storm keep it in, and they've done a great job just keeping the pressure on tonight. Becker Big Lake hasn't felt great having possession the entire game. Two players are kind of knotted up in front of the net, so he couldn't do too much. Minute 40 left in the game. Storm feeling the win here, trying to finish. The Eagles still have their goalie in net. Down by 5. Minute 30 to go. And yeah, I guess I don't know what else you do here. A minute 17 left in regulation. And again, looks like the Storm are on their way to the quarterfinals, and they'll have a tough one. It'll be a tough game next week on Tuesday. Little Falls Flyers, the number 1 seed in the section. Made the state tournament last year. Storm trying to add one more, and they can't. Just a minute left. This one's saved by Holm. Storm pretty fired up here. And the Eagles will get one last change, it looks like. Trying to maybe get some seniors on the ice for the last minute. Storm win the face-off, tip it back on net, and we'll do the same thing again. 52 ticks left to play in regulation. The Storm lead this one 6-1. The Eagles have the face-off. They're tipping it back and forth. Here go to the Storm. Flip it on. It gets blocked in front. They're fighting for it back and forth. They can't find the puck. 35 seconds left to play. The Eagles flip it forward. Trying to get the goalie come in. And there's a penalty. This one will be tripping on the Storm. So 23.8 to go. The Storm will be one man short, and the Eagles will keep their goalie in net. 23.8 to go. They're content with just keeping the one-man advantage. The Storm just going to put everybody in front, try to have a lot of guys in front of the net.
The Storm's number 21, John Claypool.
Claypool gets interference call with 20 seconds left. But as the time ticks down here, the Storm pretty happy. Avenge a loss from early in the season to the Becker Big Lake Eagles. And the Storm are going to advance. As the time ticks down here, a 6-1 win for the Sauk Rapids Rice Storm. And you can hear it from the Storm faithful. The cheers for their season. And the Becker Big Lake Eagles season ends today. So again, the Storm will advance to next week's quarterfinal matchup, where the Storm will take on the Little Falls Flyers next week. Other quarterfinal matchups is Cambridge playing Princeton,
Congratulations.
Cathedral will host the River Lake Stars, and then Monticello will host the winner of Mora and Pine City. So thanks for following us. For Chase Christensen and Landon Lunzer, who've been doing most of the games this year. And for myself, thanks for supporting the Storm. We'll be back next season with more Storm hockey. And, of course, more Storm activities the rest of the way. So, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your evening, and go Storm!